Welcome, my amazing learner. I am very happy you are here again. Have you ever tried speaking English but felt stuck? You know grammar, understand words, and can even write a little. But when it's time to talk, your mind goes blank. You feel nervous, frustrated, or embarrassed. What if I told you this is not because you are bad at English, but because of how you are learning and practicing? In this video, I will show you the real reasons why speaking English feels so hard, and the simple steps you can take to start speaking confidently today. Do you face this problem? Comment below and let me know. Chapter 1: Understanding. Why you can't speak English. Many learners feel frustrated because they study English for months or even years but still cannot speak confidently. You know grammar rules, you know many words, yet when it is time to speak, your mind goes blank. You hesitate, worry about mistakes, and sometimes stay silent. You may even think, I am not good at English, or I will never be fluent. This is normal. And you are not alone. Millions of learners feel the same. The reason you cannot speak English is not because you are not smart or talented. The reason is how your brain and habits have learned English. Most learners focus only on reading, writing, and memorizing vocabulary. They spend hours studying grammar, repeating words, and translating from their first language. This creates a block when speaking. Your brain is thinking too much, and your mouth cannot catch up. Speaking is a skill, and like any skill, it needs practice. You cannot learn to swim by reading books. You cannot learn to speak English by only studying. You have to practice. Another reason is fear. Many learners are afraid of making mistakes, being judged, or sounding wrong. This fear creates stress in your brain and stops words from coming out. When you are afraid, your brain focuses on the problem, not the message. You know the words, but your mind freezes. Overthinking is another factor. You think about grammar, pronunciation, vocabulary, and mistakes all at the same time. This mental overload makes speaking impossible. You try to translate your thoughts from your language into English, and by the time you form a sentence, the moment has passed. You miss the opportunity to speak naturally. Perfection is also a problem. Many learners believe they must speak perfectly to be understood. They think native-like pronunciation is the goal. This mindset blocks action. You stop speaking because you fear imperfection. But fluency does not come from perfection. Fluency comes from trying, practicing, and speaking regularly. Another reason is lack of daily practice. Your brain remembers what you do every day. If you do not speak English daily, your brain forgets how to form sentences quickly. Speaking becomes slow, unnatural, and difficult. Small daily practice builds fluency. Even 5 minutes of speaking every day is better than hours of studying once a week. Listening without speaking is another common mistake. Many learners watch movies, listen to podcasts, or read books. This improves understanding, but listening alone does not build speaking skills. Speaking requires forming sentences, pronouncing words, and responding immediately. Listening plus speaking is the key. Your environment also affects your ability to speak. If you do not have people to talk to in English, you will hesitate to use the language. Fear of judgment increases when you practice alone. Speaking with supportive friends, teachers, or language partners helps you gain confidence. Motivation plays a big role too. Sometimes learners study English out of obligation, school, or exams. They lack personal goals for speaking. Without clear goals, you do not feel the urgency to practice speaking. Your brain does not see value in struggling to speak. When your goals are clear, your brain works harder and you take action. Understanding these reasons is the first step to solving the problem. You cannot fix what you do not know. Once you understand why speaking is difficult, you can take steps to overcome it. Fear can be reduced, overthinking can be controlled, daily practice can be created. Perfection can be replaced by action. You can start small, speak a few sentences, and gradually build confidence. Every attempt makes your brain stronger and your fluency better. Remember, not being able to speak English is not a failure. It is a signal. It shows you need practice, support, and the right habits. Your potential is unlimited. Many people started exactly where you are now and became fluent. They understood the reasons for their struggle and acted on them every day. They made small mistakes, learned from them, and kept speaking. The key is action. Each day you speak, you improve. Each sentence you form builds confidence. Each conversation teaches something new. Do not focus on what you cannot do. Focus on what you can start doing today. Speak a few sentences aloud. Record yourself. Talk to someone in English, even for a few minutes. Small steps matter more than waiting for the perfect moment. Today is the perfect moment. You have everything you need to begin. Your mind knows English. Your mouth can learn to catch up. Your courage is ready to grow. Understanding why you cannot speak English is not the end. It is the beginning. The next step is to take action, practice, and build daily habits. Your journey to speaking fluently starts now. Speak with courage, make mistakes, and learn. Your voice matters. Your ideas matter. You can speak English, and you will. Chapter 2: The Fear Factor: Why Nervousness Holds You Back. One of the biggest reasons learners cannot speak English is fear. Fear of making mistakes, fear of judgment, or fear of embarrassment can stop you from saying even a single sentence. You may know the words and grammar, but when it is time to speak, your mind freezes. This fear is normal, and almost every learner experiences it. The key is to understand that fear is not your enemy. It is your signal to act with courage. Your brain is protecting you. It wants to avoid embarrassment or failure, but this protection stops you from growing. Many learners avoid speaking because of fear. They think, what if I say something wrong? Or what if people laugh at my accent? These thoughts create tension and hesitation. Over time, avoiding speaking reinforces the fear. The more you stay silent, the stronger your fear becomes. Breaking this cycle is possible, and it starts with understanding fear. Fear is not about your ability, it is about perception. Your mind magnifies potential mistakes and ignores your strengths. When you change the way you see fear, you start speaking freely. One way to overcome fear is to accept mistakes. Mistakes are natural and part of learning. Every fluent speaker you admire made mistakes. They tried, failed, learned, and tried again. Accepting that mistakes are not failures reduces fear and increases confidence. Another technique is gradual exposure. Start by speaking in safe environments. Talk to yourself, record your voice, or speak with a supportive friend. Gradually increase the challenge. Talk to strangers online or join small conversation groups. Each small step reduces fear and builds courage. Positive self-talk is also powerful. Replace negative thoughts with encouraging words. Instead of thinking, I will fail, say, I am learning, and every word I speak brings me closer to fluency. Repeating this daily strengthens your mindset and reduces anxiety. Visualization helps too. Imagine yourself speaking English confidently. Picture people understanding you and appreciating your effort. This mental rehearsal prepares your brain for real situations and reduces nervousness. Breathing exercises can calm physical symptoms of fear. Slow, deep breaths reduce tension in your body and help your mind focus. When you feel nervous, pause, breathe, and then speak. Confidence grows with repeated practice. Speaking English is like training a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. Fear disappears when your brain learns that mistakes are safe and that your voice is valued. Focus on your message, not your fear. When you concentrate on what you want to say, you are less likely to think about mistakes or judgment. Your listener cares about your ideas, not your accent or small errors. Creating a positive environment is important. Surround yourself with encouraging people who celebrate effort and improvement. Avoid those who criticize or mock. Supportive communities reduce fear and boost confidence. Motivation strengthens courage. Set clear reasons for speaking English. Do you want to make friends, work internationally, or study abroad? When your goal is clear, fear becomes a challenge, not a barrier. Practicing daily is key. Speaking even for a few minutes every day trains your brain to handle nervousness. Each small success reduces fear and builds fluency. Celebrate progress. Every time you speak despite fear, your confidence grows. Each conversation becomes easier. Remember, fear is temporary, action is permanent. When you take the first step, even if it is small, your brain learns that speaking English is safe and rewarding. Mistakes are lessons, not failures. Hesitation disappears when courage becomes a habit. Today, take one action to face your fear. Speak aloud, record a short sentence, or talk to a friend in English. Notice your feelings, breathe, and keep going. Repeat this daily. Your fear will decrease, your confidence will increase, and your ability to speak English will grow. You have the courage inside you. You only need to use it. Fear will not stop you if you act. Speak today, speak boldly, and remember that every word you say brings you closer to fluency. You can do this, and you will. Chapter 3. Grammar is not the enemy, but it's not enough. Many learners think grammar is the most important part of speaking English. They spend hours learning rules, memorizing tenses, and practicing exercises. They believe if they use perfect grammar, people will understand them and respect them. But here is the truth. Grammar alone does not make you speak fluently. Focusing only on grammar can actually stop you from speaking. Your brain starts worrying about making mistakes. You overthink every sentence. You pause too much, you hesitate, and then your words get stuck. Speaking is about communication, not perfection. You need grammar, yes, but it is only one tool. Fluency comes from practice, confidence, and using the language every day. Simple sentences are often enough. You do not need long, complex sentences to communicate. Start with short phrases, basic structures, and common patterns. For example, saying, "I want water" is better than worrying about using perfect tenses like "I would like some water, please." People will understand you, and your confidence grows. Another important point is that grammar improves naturally when you speak and listen regularly. When your brain practices forming sentences, it notices patterns, rules, and correct structures without memorizing. Over time, you speak correctly without thinking too much. This is why speaking daily is more important than memorizing grammar rules. Mistakes are part of learning. Even native speakers make grammar mistakes sometimes. Perfection is not the goal. Communication is the goal. If you focus only on grammar, you forget your purpose and sharing ideas, connecting with people, and expressing yourself. Another technique is learning chunks of language. Chunks are phrases and sentences used in real conversations. For example, "How are you?" or "Can you help me?" Learning chunks helps you speak naturally. You do not need to think about grammar each time. Your brain remembers the structure automatically. Listening is important too. When you listen to English through videos, podcasts, or conversations, you notice patterns, word order, and sentence structure naturally. Your grammar improves without stress. Combining listening and speaking is the fastest way to learn grammar in context. Confidence is essential. When you are confident, small grammar mistakes do not matter. People care about your message, effort, and clarity more than perfection. Confidence lets you speak freely, make corrections naturally, and learn faster. Another tip is to practice speaking aloud. Read short sentences, repeat phrases, or describe your day. This builds muscle memory in your mouth and helps your brain form sentences quickly. Over time, grammar comes naturally, and you speak fluently. Avoid translating from your first language. Many learners think in their language and then translate words to English. This slows down speech and causes grammar errors. Instead, try thinking in English. Start with simple ideas and describe them in English. Your brain adapts, and your grammar improves automatically. Real-life practice is crucial. Speak with friends, teachers, or online partners. Apply grammar in conversations, not just exercises. Using grammar actively in speech reinforces your knowledge faster than studying rules alone. Motivation matters too. Focus on why you want to speak English. When your purpose is strong, grammar becomes a tool, not a barrier. You want to communicate, not just be correct. Celebrate small successes. Did someone understand you clearly? Did you form a correct sentence without thinking too much? Did you express an idea successfully? Each success strengthens your confidence and fluency. Remember, grammar is important, but it is not everything. Speaking is about action, clarity, and connection. Perfection can wait. Daily practice, confidence, and small steps are what make learners fluent. Start today. Speak a few sentences aloud, use simple structures, and focus on expressing ideas. Listen to English, repeat phrases, and gradually your grammar will improve naturally. Speaking confidently is more important than being perfect. Every sentence you speak builds your skill, your fluency, and your courage. Grammar is your helper, not your enemy. Action is your path to fluency. You can speak English, and your journey begins now. Chapter 4. Vocabulary without practice is useless. Many learners make the mistake of memorizing hundreds or even thousands of English words, but they still cannot speak fluently. They learn lists of words, write them in notebooks, or use flashcards. They may even know the meanings perfectly. Yet when it is time to speak, the words do not come. This happens because vocabulary alone is not enough. Words are like tools, but if you never use them, they stay in your toolbox. You need to practice using them actively in speech. Simply knowing words is not the same as being able to say them naturally in conversation. One important principle is active usage. You must speak, write, and repeat the words daily. For example, if you learn the word amazing, try making sentences. This movie is amazing, or your idea is amazing. Using words in context helps your brain remember them faster and makes speaking easier. Another key point is speaking aloud. Many learners read silently or write words repeatedly. Reading silently improves understanding, but speaking aloud builds the connection between your brain and mouth. Your mouth learns how to form sounds, your brain learns patterns, and your confidence grows. Do not be afraid of mistakes. The first time you use new words in speech, you may mispronounce them or use them incorrectly. This is normal. Every mistake is a learning opportunity. Each attempt strengthens your memory and fluency. Listening is also essential. When you hear words in context, you understand how they are used naturally. Watch videos, listen to podcasts, or have conversations. Notice how words are pronounced, where they are used, and the patterns they follow. Repeat what you hear. This combination of listening and speaking is what makes vocabulary active, not passive. Repetition is the secret. You must use words multiple times before they become natural. Speak them in different sentences, describe your day, or tell a short story. Repetition trains your brain to recall words automatically. Motivation is important too. Focus on why you want to speak English. Do you want to make friends, work in a global company, or travel? When your purpose is strong, practicing vocabulary becomes enjoyable. You are not memorizing for a test. You are preparing to express yourself. To communicate, context matters. Do not learn words in isolation. Use them in sentences, conversations, and real-life situations. For example, instead of memorizing the word travel, say, I want to travel to London next year, or traveling is my favorite hobby. Context makes learning meaningful and practical. Role play is another effective technique. Imagine real-life situations like ordering food, greeting a friend, or asking for directions. Use the words you know in these scenarios. Practicing in a realistic way helps you speak naturally when it matters. Small daily actions work best. Even speaking for 5 to 10 minutes every day using new vocabulary makes a difference. Do not wait for perfection. Just speak, make mistakes, and keep going. Confidence grows with action. Avoid translating from your native language. Translating slows down speech and causes mistakes. Think in English. Form sentences naturally using the words you know. This trains your brain to respond quickly in real conversations. Celebrate small wins. Did you use a new word in a conversation? Did someone understand your idea clearly? Did you speak without hesitation? Each success strengthens your belief in fluency. Vocabulary is powerful, but only when it is used. Passive knowledge will not help you speak confidently. Speaking is about action, not memorization. Combine listening, repetition, context, and daily practice to activate your vocabulary. Start today. Take a few new words, make sentences, and speak aloud. Use them in conversations or write a short story. Each time you speak, you build fluency, confidence, and skill. Remember, words are tools. Practice is the key to using them. Vocabulary without action is useless. But vocabulary with consistent practice makes you unstoppable. You can speak English, and your words can flow naturally. Start now, speak every day, and watch your vocabulary turn into fluent communication. Chapter 5: Listening and Speaking. The missing connection. Many learners focus a lot on listening. They watch videos, listen to podcasts, or follow lessons online. They can understand words and sentences, but when it is time to speak, nothing comes out. This is a very common problem. Listening is important, but it is only one part of learning English. Speaking is a skill that needs practice, just like walking or riding a bicycle. If you only watch someone else ride a bicycle, you will never learn to ride yourself. The same is true for English. Listening without speaking is incomplete. You need to connect listening with speaking. One of the most effective techniques is called shadowing. When you hear English, try to repeat it immediately. Copy the words, pronunciation, and rhythm as closely as possible. This trains your brain and mouth to work together. Start with short sentences. Repeat them several times until they feel natural. Gradually, you can speak longer sentences and even conversations. Another technique is active listening. Do not just hear words, pay attention to how they are used. Notice patterns, sentence structures, and common expressions. Then, practice using these patterns in your own sentences. This helps you speak naturally and accurately. Daily practice is essential. Even 5 minutes of listening and repeating every day builds the connection between your brain and mouth. Over time, you will notice that words come automatically, without thinking too much. Role play is also very useful. Imagine real-life situations like ordering food, talking to a teacher, or asking for directions. Listen to how native speakers speak in these situations, then practice saying the same sentences aloud. This creates confidence and fluency. Fear and hesitation often block speaking. Listening alone can make learners overthink. They know words but worry about using them correctly. The solution is immediate speaking. Speak as soon as you hear, even if you make mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning, and the more you speak, the faster you improve. Recording yourself helps too. Listen to yourself speaking and compare it with what you hear from native speakers. This shows where you can improve pronunciation, rhythm, and expression. It also builds self-awareness and confidence. Listening and speaking together strengthen memory. Your brain remembers words and phrases better when you say them aloud, not just when you hear them. This turns passive knowledge into active skill. Speaking with someone else is also very important. Practice with friends, teachers, or language partners. Real conversations give feedback and create real-life experience. Your brain learns faster when it connects listening with immediate speaking. Motivation matters. Set a small goal every day. Repeat 5 sentences, speak for 2 minutes, or describe your day. Small daily practice builds habits that lead to fluency. Confidence grows naturally. Avoid overthinking grammar or vocabulary while speaking. Focus on the message. Your listener wants to understand your ideas, not judge your mistakes. Listening and speaking together reduce fear because your brain starts expecting success. You know what to say, and you practice saying it naturally. Combine listening, repeating, recording, and real conversations for maximum results. Be consistent. Even short daily practice creates big changes over time. Celebrate small wins, speaking a new sentence, using a new word, or expressing an idea clearly. Each success increases fluency and confidence. Remember, listening alone will never make you fluent. Speaking alone will also be slow and hesitant. The magic happens when you connect listening and speaking every day. Your brain, your mouth, and your confidence grow together. You can understand, form sentences, and communicate naturally. Start today. Listen, repeat, speak, and repeat again. Make it a daily habit. Your English will improve faster than you expect, and speaking will become easier, natural, and enjoyable. Your voice matters. Your ideas matter. Connect listening with speaking, and your English will finally flow. Chapter 6. Habits that stop you from speaking. Many learners do not realize that their own habits are holding them back from speaking English. It is not just grammar, vocabulary, or fear. Small daily habits can create big blocks in your ability to speak. The first habit is overthinking. Many learners think about every word, every grammar rule, and every pronunciation. They try to create perfect sentences in their mind before speaking. This slows everything down and often leads to silence. Speaking is about communication, not perfection. You do not need perfect sentences to be understood. Start by speaking simple sentences, even if they are not perfect. The second habit is waiting for the perfect moment. Learners often say, "I will speak English when I feel ready," or "I will speak when my vocabulary is bigger." The perfect moment never comes. Fluency comes from practice, not preparation. Action is the key. Speak today, even for a few minutes. The third habit is translating from your native language. Thinking in your first language and then translating into English slows you down. Your brain is busy converting words instead of forming natural sentences. Instead, start thinking in English. Describe your day, your thoughts, and your ideas directly in English. The fourth habit is fear of mistakes. Many learners stay silent because they do not want to make errors. Mistakes are not failures, they are lessons. Every time you speak, even with mistakes, you improve. Mistakes show that you are learning and taking action. The fifth habit is comparing yourself with others. Seeing fluent speakers online or in class can make learners feel inferior. You may think, "I will never speak like them." Comparison destroys confidence and motivation. Focus on your own progress. Every step you take counts. The sixth habit is passive learning. Watching videos, listening to podcasts, or reading without speaking is passive. You may understand words, but your brain and mouth are not trained to produce them. Active practice is necessary. Speak aloud, record yourself, and practice daily. The seventh habit is inconsistency. Learners may practice for a week and then stop for a month. Skills weaken without regular practice. Small daily actions are more powerful than long but irregular sessions. Even 5 minutes every day is enough to build fluency over time. The eighth habit is fear of judgment. Many learners worry about what others think of their accent, mistakes, or pronunciation. This fear stops you from speaking naturally. Remember, people care about your ideas, not your accent. Speak with courage and confidence. The ninth habit is avoiding conversations. Learners may stay silent in class or social situations because they feel shy. Avoidance prevents improvement. Seek opportunities to speak, even small ones. Every conversation strengthens fluency. Changing these habits requires awareness and action. Start by identifying which habits are stopping you. Pick one habit to change at a time. For example, if you overthink, practice speaking without worrying about mistakes for 5 minutes every day. Gradually, you will build confidence. Replace passive learning with active practice. Repeat words, speak aloud, and have conversations. Small daily actions overcome big blocks. Celebrate progress. Did you speak a sentence today without hesitation? Did you try using a new word? Every small win matters. Habits build over time. One positive habit repeated every day creates lasting fluency. Replace fear with courage, silence with speaking, hesitation with action. Habits are powerful. They can either stop you or help you grow. Choose the habits that push you forward. Speak daily, accept mistakes, focus on progress, and take action every day. Your voice matters, your ideas matter, and your potential is unlimited. Break the habits that stop you, create habits that support you, and you will speak English confidently. The journey is gradual, but every step counts. Start today, act daily, and watch your English improve. Chapter 7. Confidence. The real secret to speaking English. Confidence is the real secret that makes speaking English easy and natural. Many learners focus on grammar, vocabulary, or pronunciation, but without confidence, they stay silent. You may know all the rules, but if you do not believe in yourself, your words will not come out. Confidence comes from belief, practice, and small successes. The first step is to understand that mistakes are normal. Every fluent speaker has made errors. Mistakes do not mean failure, they mean learning. When you accept this, fear decreases and confidence grows. Another step is daily practice. Confidence is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Speak a few sentences every day. Record yourself. Talk to a friend. Even small steps build confidence. Positive self-talk is very important. Replace negative thoughts like, I cannot speak or I will make mistakes with encouraging words. Say, I am learning, and every word I speak makes me better. Repeating this every day changes your mindset. Visualization is also powerful. Imagine yourself speaking English clearly, expressing ideas, and being understood. Picture people listening and appreciating your effort. Visualization trains your brain to act confidently in real situations. Another way to build confidence is to celebrate small wins. Did you use a new word? Did someone understand you without asking you to repeat? Did you speak without hesitation? These may seem small, but they reinforce belief in yourself. Speaking with supportive people helps too. Practice with friends, teachers, or language partners who encourage you. Avoid people who criticize or judge. A positive environment strengthens courage and reduces fear. Avoid comparing yourself to others. Every learner has a different journey. Some speak faster, some slower. Focus on your growth, not theirs. Every sentence you speak builds confidence. Consistency matters. Even 5 minutes of speaking every day creates habits. Daily action reinforces self-belief. Fluency grows naturally when your brain and mouth practice together regularly. Confidence also comes from preparation. Learn useful phrases, short sentences, and common expressions. When you have tools ready, you feel more secure to speak. However, avoid over-preparing. Confidence grows by speaking, not by memorizing everything perfectly. Facing fear directly is essential. Speak even when nervous. Courage grows each time you act despite fear. Your brain learns that speaking is safe, mistakes are normal, and your voice matters. Pronunciation does not need to be perfect. Focus on clarity. People care more about understanding your ideas than having a perfect accent. Confidence allows you to communicate effectively even with small errors. Mindset is key. Believe that you can speak English. Tell yourself, I am capable. I can express myself. I will improve every day. Repeating this belief every day strengthens your mental foundation. Combine confidence with habits. Speak daily. Accept mistakes. Use new vocabulary. And connect listening with speaking. Confidence multiplies when action meets mindset. Role play and real-life practice are also helpful. Simulate situations like ordering food, giving directions, or introducing yourself. Each successful interaction builds courage. Small daily victories create momentum. Your brain starts trusting your ability to speak English. Hesitation fades, fear disappears. Words flow naturally. Remember, confidence is not born, it is built. Every time you speak, you reinforce belief in yourself. Each small step matters. You do not need perfection, you need courage, daily action, and belief. Start today. Speak aloud, even if it is only a few sentences. Celebrate your effort. Each word you speak strengthens your confidence and moves you closer to fluency. Your voice is powerful, your ideas are valuable. Confidence unlocks your ability to speak, connect, and succeed in English. Believe in yourself. Act daily, and your English will improve faster than you imagine. Chapter 8. Practical, daily actions that transform your English. Speaking English confidently is not about studying more grammar or memorizing more words. It is about consistent, daily actions. Small steps every day create huge results over time. Many learners feel overwhelmed because they try to do too much at once. They aim for perfection, long practice sessions, or unrealistic goals. This creates frustration and stops progress. The solution is small, simple, daily habits that you can follow easily. The first daily action is speaking aloud, even if it is only 5 to 10 minutes. Speak about your day, your thoughts, or what you see around you. For example, describe your breakfast, your classroom, or a short story. Speaking aloud every day strengthens your mouth, brain, and confidence. It helps words come naturally and reduces fear. The second daily action is repetition. Take 5 new words or phrases and use them in different sentences throughout the day. Say them aloud, write them, or explain them to someone. Repetition creates memory and fluency. The third action is listening actively. Listen to simple English videos, podcasts, or conversations daily. Focus on pronunciation, rhythm, and sentence patterns. Then, repeat what you hear. Shadowing, or mimicking, helps your brain and mouth coordinate, making speaking easier and more natural. The fourth action is practicing with a partner. Speak with a friend, teacher, or online partner every day. Even short conversations are valuable. Real-life interaction builds confidence, teaches listening and responding skills, and reinforces vocabulary. The fifth daily action is recording yourself. Speak about a topic for 1 or 2 minutes and record it. Then listen. Notice your strengths and small mistakes. Over time, you will improve pronunciation, grammar, and fluency naturally. The sixth action is thinking in English. Avoid translating from your first language. Describe ideas directly in English in your mind or aloud. This trains your brain to form sentences faster and reduces hesitation. The seventh action is role play. Imagine situations like ordering food, asking for directions, or introducing yourself. Practice these scenarios daily. This prepares you for real conversations and reduces anxiety. The eighth action is reading aloud. Read a simple story, article, or dialogue every day. Reading aloud improves pronunciation, rhythm, and vocabulary. It also builds confidence in using English naturally. The ninth action is journaling aloud. Talk about your feelings, experiences, or plans in English every day. This combines vocabulary, sentence formation, and fluency practice. Small, daily actions are more effective than long, occasional study sessions. Even 5 minutes every day builds skills faster than hours once a week. Consistency matters more than perfection. Motivation is key. Set a small goal for each day, speak for 5 minutes, use 3 new words, or record a short conversation. Celebrate small wins. Each successful attempt strengthens confidence and fluency. Avoid fear of mistakes. Mistakes are lessons, not failures. Each mistake teaches you how to improve. Over time, your brain learns patterns, words, and sentence structures automatically. Your fluency grows naturally. Combine all daily actions. Speak aloud, repeat, listen actively, practice with a partner, record yourself, think in English, role play, read aloud, and journal. Even doing a few of these each day creates visible progress. Your confidence increases, hesitation disappears, and words flow more easily. Habits are powerful. Your brain adapts when you practice consistently. Action every day, no matter how small, transforms your English over weeks and months. Remember, small steps lead to big results. Do not wait for the perfect moment or perfect words. Speak today, practice daily, and trust the process. Every sentence you speak, every word you repeat, every conversation you have adds up. Your English will improve, your confidence will grow, and speaking will become natural and enjoyable. Start today, follow these daily actions, and see how quickly your English transforms. Your voice matters, your ideas matter. Small daily actions make you unstoppable. Chapter 9. Take action today. Stop waiting. Start speaking. You have learned why you cannot speak English. How fear blocks you, how grammar, vocabulary, and habits affect your fluency, and how daily practice transforms your skills. Now it is time for the most important step: taking action today. Many learners wait for the perfect moment. They say, I will speak when my vocabulary is bigger, I will speak when my pronunciation is perfect, or I will speak when I feel ready. The truth is, the perfect moment will never come. Action is the perfect moment. Every sentence you speak today is progress. Every word you say builds fluency. Speaking English is like exercising a muscle. If you never move it, it stays weak. But if you start today, even small movements grow into strength. Do not be afraid of mistakes. Mistakes are not failures. They are proof that you are learning. Every fluent speaker you admire made mistakes in the beginning. They tried, failed, learned, and tried again. Your mistakes are your stepping stones. Start with small sentences. Speak about your day, your plans, or what you see around you. You do not need long, perfect sentences. Simple sentences are enough to communicate. Each attempt trains your brain, strengthens your mouth, and increases confidence. Record yourself speaking for 1 or 2 minutes. Listen to your recording and notice progress. Celebrate even small improvements. Each small success reduces fear and builds fluency. Practice with friends, teachers, or online partners. Real conversations give feedback, create experience, and teach natural responses. Even short daily conversations matter. Shadowing is another powerful method. Listen to short sentences in videos or podcasts and repeat them immediately. Copy pronunciation, rhythm, and tone. Shadowing connects listening with speaking and trains your brain to respond naturally. Think in English instead of translating. Describe your thoughts, ideas, or plans in English directly. This reduces hesitation and overthinking. Gradually, your brain forms sentences quickly without translation. Focus on consistency, not perfection. 5 minutes every day is better than 2 hours once a week. Small daily actions compound into real fluency. Habits matter. Speak daily, accept mistakes, use new vocabulary, connect listening with speaking, and gradually your fluency will grow. Confidence grows with repeated action. Every sentence you speak strengthens belief in yourself. Every conversation teaches something new. Motivation drives action. Remind yourself why you want to speak English. Your goals may be career, travel, friendship, or self-expression. When your purpose is strong, speaking becomes enjoyable, not stressful. Celebrate progress. Did you use a new word? Did you speak a sentence without hesitation? Did someone understand your idea clearly? Each small victory reinforces courage and fluency. Overcome fear by acting. Speak even when nervous. Your brain learns that mistakes are normal, communication is important, and your voice matters. Your confidence will grow naturally. Remember, waiting achieves nothing. Only action creates results. Start today. Speak aloud, record yourself, have a short conversation, or repeat a sentence from a video. Do it every day. Consistency beats perfection. Fluency comes from daily effort, not instant success. Your voice matters. Your ideas matter. You have the ability to speak English, express yourself, and communicate with confidence. Take the first step now. Stop waiting, start speaking, and build momentum. Every word you speak today brings you closer to fluency. Do not fear mistakes. Do not wait for the perfect moment. Action is your path to success. Speak daily, embrace learning, and watch your English transform. The journey begins now, and your progress depends on one choice to act today. Your future self will thank you. Start now, speak with courage, and your English will grow faster than you ever imagined. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below. Tell me, which step will you start with today? I want to know.